Today we will see some more examples about the simple interest. The example first is, what is the principal amount to rupees 900 in 6 years with a rate of interest of 10%. Let us try to solve this question. We will solve this question both by using unitary method and the direct formula of SI. So first of all, we will solve this question directly using the formula for SI. The SI is equals to P multiplied by R multiplied by T divided by 100. Now in the given question, the 900 rupees is the amount. So amount, as we know, is equals to principal plus simple interest. And the question asks about what is the principal that leads to an amount of rupees 900 in 6 years with a rate of interest 10%. So let us assume the principal is equals to P rupees. That plus SI means P plus SI, which is P multiplied by R multiplied by T divided by 100 is equals to amount, and in this case amount is given as rupees 900. So equating the RHS and LHS of the equation amount is equals to principal plus SI, we will get rupees 900 is equals to P plus P multiplied by R multiplied by T divided by 100. Now putting the values of R and T in this equation, we get 900 is equals to P plus P multiplied by R is 10%. So here we put 10 in place of R, and T is 6 years. So we put 6 in place of T. So P multiplied by 10 multiplied by 6 divided by 100. So this equation reduces to 900 is equals to P plus P multiplied by 6 multiplied by 10 divided by 100. Cancelling the common factor between the numerator and denominator in the second term of right hand side, we will get 100 in the denominator is cancelled with the 10 in the numerator with a factor of 10. This 6 is cancelled with 2 with a factor remaining 3, and this 10 is cancelled with 2 remaining a factor 5. So you will get P plus 3 by 5 multiplied by P. Taking the LCM in both the terms, the LCM of the 1 and 5, or the denominators of both the fraction, we will get LCM as 5. Now P upon 1 is equals to 5P upon 5, and 3 upon 5P is equals to 3 upon 3P upon 5. So this reduces to 8P upon 5, and it is equals to 900. Now using cross multiplication method, we can say if 900 is equals to 8P upon 5, I will take this P in the denominator to the numerator, and it is multiplied with 900, and this 8 in the numerator to the denominator of left hand side and in the division. So this reduces as 900 multiplied by 5 divided by 8 equals to P. This when solved, we will get P is equals to 562.5 rupees. This is the solution for this question using direct formula of simple interest. Now we will solve this question using second method, which is unitary method. This method is a lengthy method. Let us start. Let the principal be, then after 1 year SI or simple interest is equals to rupees r, where r is the rate of interest given in per annum, and in our case or the question, rate of interest is given 10% per annum. So SI after 1 year is equals to rupees 10. Now the amount to be paid after 1 year on a principal of rupees 100 is equals to principal plus interest, and principal in our case, as we assume, it is rupees 100, and simple interest we have calculated, or by definition it is equals to r rupees, where r is the rate of interest given in percentage for per annum. So in this case it is equals to 10, so amount is equals to 100 plus 10, it is rupees 110. So by unitary method we have, if principal is rupees 100, this implies amount is 110. Now if principal is, this is a vice versa statement, it is correct in both direction. It means that if principal is rupees 100, then amount is rupees 110, or we can also say that if amount is rupees 110, then principal is rupees 100. Now if amount is rupees 1, then I can conclude using unitary method that principal is equals to rupees 100 divided by 110, means 100 divided by 110 rupees. This is the principal if amount is rupees 1, and this whole case is discussed for 1 year time period. Now if amount is rupees 1 for 1 year, then principal is equals to 100 divided by 110 rupees for 1 year. We have to calculate the principal for the amount of rupees 900 in 6 years. So according to unitary method, we can say that amount, if principal is rupees 100, then simple interest is rupees 10. If principal is rupees 100, this will implies SI is rupees 10. This is by definition of rate of interest. Rate of interest is by definition is, it is the amount of simple interest to be paid after 1 year if it is given in percentage for per annum. That means if principal is rupees 100, this implies simple interest is rupees 10. This whole equation is for 1 year. Now if principal is rupees 100 for 6 years, then SI is rupees 10 multiplied by 6 is equals to rupees 60 for 6 years. This means that amount after 6 years to be paid is equals to principal plus simple interest for 6 years. Now as we have calculated that simple interest for 6 years is rupees 60 on a principal of rupees 100, so amount after 6 years is equals to principal plus simple interest of 6 years. Principal in our case we have assumed rupees 100, and simple interest we have calculated rupees 60. This means amount to be paid is rupees 160. Now, on a principal of rupees 100, we have to pay back an amount of rupees 160 after 6 years. So using unitary method, I can say that I have to pay back an amount of rupees 1 on a principal of rupees 100 divided by 160 after 6 years. So using unitary method, I can say that for an amount of rupees 900, I have to the principal is rupees 100 divided by 160 multiplied by 900. This is the principal to pay back an amount of rupees 900 after 6 years with a rate of interest 10%. This is equals to rupees 562.5, and we can see that using both the method of unitary method and the simple interest formula, we have get the same result for principal, and in both the cases principal is equals to rupees 562.5. Let us see one more example. In how many years will rupees 750 amount to rupees 900 at 4% per annum? Now you can see that in this question we have given the principal and the amount and also the rate of interest. We have to find out the time period of the loan. So as we know, according to the formula, simple interest is equals to principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time divided by 100. And also we know that simple interest is equals to amount minus principal. So in equation 1, on the left hand side we can put the numerical value of simple interest using equation 2. Equation 2 states that simple interest is equals to amount minus principal, and amount is given in the question as rupees 900 and principal is given as rupees 750. So simple interest to be paid back after t years is equals to rupees 900 minus rupees 750. We can put this value of rupees 150 in the formula of SI as P multiplied by R multiplied by T divided by 100. We get the numerical value of SI is equals to 150 using equation number 2, and we have the values of P and R for the right hand side of the equation 1. We can put those value in the RHS of equation 1. We will get P multiplied by R multiplied by T divided by 100 is equals to 750 multiplied by R is given as 4% per annum, and T we have assumed, or we have to calculate the T as T years divided by 100. Now using cross multiplication method, I can say that 150 multiplied by 100, this 100 goes in the multiplication on the left hand side, and this 750 multiplied by 4, which is in multiplication on right hand side, goes on division on the left hand side, is equals to T. So T is equals to 150 multiplied by 100 divided by 750 multiplied by 4. This is equals to, on cancellation, T will get 5. That means T in years is equals to 5. So principal of rupees 750 will amount to rupees 900 in 5 years with a rate of interest 4% per annum. Let us see one more example. A sum of money doubles itself in 8 years. What is the rate of interest? Let us assume the principal is equals to X rupees. then it is given that the sum of money doubles itself in 8 years. Means after 8 years, if this principal amount, if this principal sum of money is given on loan, then after 8 years we will be paid back by an amount of rupees 2x. Alright, it is given that after 8 years this much amount of money which we have assumed rupees x doubles itself. Doubles itself means it is given on loan. If it is given on loan, then after 8 years the borrower will pay back rupees 2x as amount. Alright, so amount is equals to principal minus simple interest, and in our case amount is equals to rupees 2x, principal is rupees x, and SI we have to calculate. So SI is equals to 2x minus x, means rupees x. So after 8 years on a principal of rupees x, we will get a simple interest of rupees x. We have to calculate the rate of interest. So we know the formula of SI is equals to principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time period divided by 100. We have calculated that SI is equals to rupees x, and P principal is, we have assumed it as rupees x. We have to calculate the rate of interest. Let it remain be capital R, and time period is given as 8 years. So we can put the value of T as 8 divided by 100 divided by 100. So in this equation x is cancelled on both the side. What is remained with us is this 100 in the denominator is taken in the numerator of the left hand side, and this 8 which is in multiplication is taken on the division on left hand side. So we have remained with R is equals to 100 divided by x, 100 divided by 8. This when manipulated we will get R is equals to 12.5. So with the rate of interest 12.5%, we will get a sum of money as double of itself after 8 years. So that money which we will get back as amount from the borrower is double of the principal which the borrower has taken from the lender after 8 years. Alright, this is all about the concept of simple interest. Now you can attempt all the question based only on the concept of simple interest. Let us see a basic difference between simple interest and compound interest. You will study about compound interest in standard 8th. CI stand for compound interest, SI stand for simple interest. The most basic definition of simple interest is that simple interest is calculated on the principal amount throughout the period of loan. While in case of compound interest, the point which distincts itself from simple interest is that compound interest is calculated on the amount of each year, treating it as principal for the next year. Compound interest is calculated on the amount for each year, treating it as principal for next year. This is the most basic difference between compound interest and simple interest.